Greetings, Ani, Bojo, Kwekwe, Tanzi, Scano. It's Catherine and Brian at Moonstarlodge in a very sultry and steamy La Fontaine. We are covering the week of June 24th to 30th. I can't believe it's the end of the month. We are moving from third quarter into fourth quarter of Love's All Things. That being said, we need to be looking at what we have to let go in order to be able to love or find love in all things, as my grandmother used to say. So Spirit was adamant that we talk about dreams. I've had a lot of training in dream analysis. It's part of psychology. It's part of parapsychology. Spirits come to us in dreams. I've studied analytical paradigms from everybody from Freud through Jung, through Rollo May, through add a list of 10 or 12 other significant teachers on dreams and archetypes. I listened to Dr. Michael Lennox talking about the concept of garbage dreams and, our brain having to filter the detritus that builds up in our conscious and subconscious in the form of dreams to release it so that it doesn't suck all our energy away. So I didn't really feel with this heat wave that's been going on like I wanted to do this today. I was thinking of putting it off, and Spirit was very adamant that I pull up my big girl pants, and disheveled as I feel and cranky, this is exactly the space apparently that they want me to be in to talk about these things. So the principal deck that I pulled out is called the Lonely Dreamer Tarot by Melissa Wotherspoon, with insights from Dr. Esther Frankel-Tishman. And this is on the, or based on the art of Odilon Redden. So they've used his art and assigned tarot cards to it. Additionally, I am using their Oracle Door, Oracle of Gold, or Gold Oracle, again based on Odilon Redden's work. The Dream Ritual cards by Teresa Chung. These are really great cards because they help to define specific dream rituals to make best use of astrological signs and phases of the moon. I highly recommend that. The Dark Mirror Oracle cards by Laura Sava, a very underutilized and exceptional deck. The Dark Marigold Tarot, as always, or almost always. The Dream Oracle cards for the Awakening Dreamer by Kelly Sullivan Walden. The Mirror Oracle, again by Amrit Brar, the same as the Ancestor one, the Marigold that I use. And finally, the Healing Spirits Oracle by Gordon Smith, another much loved deck by me. And I'm going to just move them off the table so I have room for my coffee, because gosh darn it, I sure need that today. We have the Mischief Cats behind us in the window, and who knows what that's going to bring. All right. So, let's go ahead, Brian. So here are the 7 tarot cards. And then here are each of the clarifiers. We start off the week, the significator card here is the Empress. The Empress signifies having what one needs in abundance, but also being able to provide for others in abundance. And there's a balance involved with the Empress card, because we are never expected to give more than we receive, nor are we expected to run ourselves ragged at the expense of what we do for others. So Spirit wants us to focus on the richness of our lives, because there are other mitigating energies right now that may cause us to feel quite the opposite. The card that clarifies this is the Ten of Swords. I actually asked Brian to dowse and see if that really was the clarifier for this card, because they seem so opposite. But no, when I asked Spirit to clarify the clarifier, I got that something that we've been holding on to needs to be acknowledged as done. It's done, it's done, it's gone, it's done. There is light on the horizon. It's over. To continue mulling about it keeps us living in the past. And even in Buddhist thinking, the past no longer exists. We keep it alive if we keep mulling over it. We need to stay in the moment. In the moment, the acknowledgement of the beauty of life, even in the smallest of things. This isn't about richness and opulence. This is about spiritual abundance as much as everything. So we need to let go of and not allow this Ten of Swords energy. So this is cautionary. It's not what exists. It's cautionary. The Empress card is followed by a card from this deck called Confinement. There's an expansion pack of cards with this deck. And the confinement here is not the same as the Eight of Swords, which is a mental confinement. This is feeling trapped, feeling ho-hum. This woman is carrying an empty tray, and yet off in the distance here is a bird, free. This is a sense of feeling stuck in a situation or multiple situations that we don't appreciate and no longer want. So this is an acknowledgement of feeling stuck. Despite the fact that we have what we need to start processing that to let it go and find out why. The sense of futility is the clarifier here. It's interesting what the author says about the futility card. This is from the gold door, and I'm just going to get that and talk about it here. Just a moment. Reaffirm your gifts and unique qualities. Accept the things you can't change. Because the horse has its legs in the air in an attempt to right itself, sometimes we have to accept that things are that they are, but we have to go back to recognizing the beauty in them. We're stuck. We feel this horse appears stuck, but this, like all phases, passes. We have to know the appreciation for when something is good. If things never got stuck, we'd never be as appreciative as we are when they are going well. This is about not letting ourselves get stuck. Own it if you have it, and start planning not on just like Eeyore, I'm stuck. How can you manifest freedom and movement again in your life? Judgment. The only one who can judge our life is us. And it's clarified by harmony. So let me bring these two into perspective here. If there are others telling us, or others confining us, others telling us that we are stuck, we are the judges of where our life is going. We are the judges of what's good in our life. No one else. Absolutely no one else. If we believe that others in our families, for example, have a hold on us or can restrict us, that's wrong. That's not autonomy thinking. There's harmony in the process of doing what we need to do and working at it. So we're working at coming back to finding the Empress in our lives. Judgment is followed by the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is the giver of bounty. He's kind of the male energy, the yang energy, the active energy of the Empress, who is a receptive yin energy. The King of Cups has an emotional intellect. There's love, there's joy, there's not just for the self. The king is about making sure that everyone around them is happy, doing what they need to do and supportive of that. There's definitely an emotional maturity involved in that. The card clarifying this is Masquerade. It talks about the fleeting aspect. Things that come in disguised in one way, but in fact, that the person who wants to be a lover and comes in all wonderful, but then the mask slips and really what they are is a thief. A thief perhaps of money or joy or self. So the king here does not have any masquerade. The king is protecting us. Sometimes we put masks on ourselves and we take away our own joy. So this is an important card here this week. The next card is the Nine of Wands, which always suggests the protecting of our gains. We've worked really, really hard. We don't need to feel especially protective, because it will lose momentum and lose energy. We know that the Ten of Wands card is about the burden, with letting down the burden of that which we have accumulated and are holding on to, that there's a new beginning. We've completed something here, and you might want to protect it, but in protecting it, you may be stifling energy. And I say you, and this is a collective reading. It's for all of us. So this is the Spirit card. This is the spirits coming through in our dreams and telling us life lessons again. So we've completed a cycle. It's another cycle. The life lessons have happened. We need to move on. There's this 10 here is a new beginning, new moving on. There isn't the restriction. This seems to be an internal problematic assessment of what's actually not real in our lives. We have the Star card, and the Star is hopes and dreams and healing. How we get out of confinement is to beginning to think about it, how we are moving forward and throwing out to the universe, the field of all possibilities. Wakan Tonka, Gichimunido. What is it that we want? And how do we see it manifesting? We don't have to take control of manifesting it. We just want to see in our heads what it looks like. And it's clarified here, the Star, by departed loved ones. You are loved more than you'll ever know. We sometimes don't let our loved ones in until we are dreaming. And dreaming is an opportunity when you're looking at the the states of sleep. Going into sleep, we have a small period of alpha, and this is the point where we need to seed dreams. We need to look at making our dreams work for us instead of just hauling out the garbage. So we have an opportunity here to come out of passivity and to incorporate the love of our departed ones into making manifest our hopes and dreams. By seeding our dreams with the question to the subconscious and the higher self, show me how I can manifest beautiful new direction. So I remember my Empress archetype rather than feeling stuck. So the final card here is the Ten of Cups. So actually it looks like we're going to be successful because the Ten of Cups is the everything card. We've got everything. Love, family, prosperity, everything that's beautiful. We will have it if we begin the process of accessing our dreams. The card that clarifies this, you can't make this stuff up, is gratitude. So gratitude is a tree and kind of cloud formations amongst the branches. We are manifesting everything. Everything we think negatively, we will manifest. Everything we think positively, we are manifesting. So this tells me that Spirit believes that despite old patterns of behaviors, we are all capable of thinking in a new way. So let's incorporate the gifts of, you can flip the camera, Brian. We can incorporate the gifts of she who finds love in all things by having a look at when we feel trapped, having a look like when we feel that this is a false face, to not let ourselves recognize when we are the King of Cups, when we are the Empress, by overthinking and feeling like a fraud. This is almost like thinking that we aren't capable or that we're portraying something that we aren't. There's harmony here. There is acceptance here. There's the ancestors here. There's the energy of the star with healing this slump. Feels like a slump. So we need to utilize the energies that are there for us right now. And that's absolutely the way it is with Love's All Things. So I mentioned Dr. Michael Lennox. He's a wonderful one to follow on Instagram. Every morning at 8:30 our time, he posts a daily snippet of instruction on maximizing the best of the day under Red Robe Astrology, but it's Dr. Michael Lennox. Give him a look. It's kind of funny watching him in his red robe with his tousled hair. Anyway, all the best, and we thank you for giving us a thumbs up, a like, subscribing, leaving me a coffee, putting up with my weird crankiness here today, and have a good one. Aho.